Hello, good afternoon. Hi, good afternoon, guys. How are you guys doing out there today on this lovely Tuesday afternoon? Yes. Making sure we're live on IG. All right. Okay. Hi, guys. So Elaine Proby here, CEO, PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. Jumping on here today to bring you guys some very interesting update. And what this is gonna do with the $900 billion stimulus COVID relief bill. Okay. So what happens is that bill have passed, they've been on it forever. And because we're going into the holidays and the end of the year, Congress was very adamant about making sure that they get this bill passed, right? So, and that's what happened. Great news. So today I want to let you guys know what's in that $900 billion bill, and then we'll speak specifically on, the stimulus check, which is more important to most of you guys out there. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And then before I close out, stick around, we'll talk a little bit about the unemployment portion of that $900 billion bill, okay? So you guys stick around to the end. Make sure that you share this video and get all your friends on board. So once again, Elaine Proby, CEO, PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. And I own and operate an accounting firm and a financial service firm here in Los Angeles for over 35 years. Okay, so let's jump right into the second stimulus check and who is going to get it and who will not be eligible for that check. Okay, so what happens is initially they were trying to give everybody $1,200 again, the eligible folks $1,200, but going back and forth, that didn't happen. But the good news is they have approved $600 per person in this new bill and $600 per each eligible dependent on your tax return. So instead of the $1,200, guys, keep in mind this is only $600 per person. Don't get it confused. And if you're married, filing joint, of course, it'd be $600 plus $600. You guys will get a $1,200 check, okay? And $600 per each dependent. Qualified dependent. Doesn't have to be your kids. Any qualified dependent would get $600. They actually was trying to get the dependents, anybody that's on your tax, any adult dependent that you claim. That part of the bill didn't get passed. So it's again $600 for a qualified dependent under the age of 17. I mean, not the greatest, but of course it's still a good idea. All right. So hi, Inez. Thanks for jumping on. Hi, Laverne. Hi, Dennis. How are you doing? Hi, Took. Thanks for jumping on. Hi, Sharice. Thank you guys for joining in today. All right. So so you have to, guys, keep in mind, I want to let you know what the threshold is for your income. Now, if you are single, they will give you the $600 stimulus check up to $75,000 of your adjusted gross income. Now, keep in mind, guys, your adjusted gross income is not necessarily the amount of money that you gross. If you look on your tax return, there's a line item. Go to your tax return, there's a line item that says adjusted gross income. That's the number that the IRS is going to look at to qualify you for the stimulus check. So it's the adjusted gross income from your tax return. And for those people who are head of household, if you make up to $112,500, you're qualified. And the married filing joint folks, $150,000, you're qualified. Okay, so that's the income limit. Now, anything over $75,000 up to $87,000, guys, they will give you a reduced amount of that $600. So you won't lose it completely. You'll just get a reduced amount. So if you make over $75,000 adjusted gross income and you're single, up to $87,000, they will reduce your $600 check. Okay. And for the people who are married, up to $174,000. Anything over and above that, you will not be qualified for the stimulus check. Okay. You will not be qualified for the stimulus check. All right. So that's the first point I wanted to make. And that's the income level. The second thing is tax returns. What are they going to base this on? Okay, how do I qualify to get the stimulus check? What happens is you must file your 2019 tax return, guys, 2019, and they're going to base it on your 2019 taxes. Once again, if you don't have to file a tax return because you don't have enough income to file a tax return, what you need to do is, again, go online and do the non-filer return on the IRS website. Okay, so go to the IRS website. If you didn't have to file a tax return, go to the IRS website, go to the non-filer, make sure you put your information in there again. You can add your bank info as well, and you can let the IRS know that you didn't have to file a tax return. It's going to be like a simple form, again, with no income. However, you will be in line to receive your stimulus check. Okay, so please do this. If you didn't file a return, you didn't have to file, make sure you go and do the non-filer, okay, so you can get that check. Hi, Eda. Thanks for jumping on. All right. So you got it? Okay, good. So you got the value. All right. So, all right, guys. So make sure you file your 2019 or go to the non-filer. For people who have gotten Social Security, who are getting Social Security or VA benefits, you don't have to file a tax return, guys. Once again, that money will be direct deposited into your bank account. You don't have to do anything if you're on Social Security or you're getting VA benefits, okay? Don't have to do anything. All right, so good. I'm trying to make sure that that is clear, okay? And so one other thing to qualify you guys for the stimulus check, you must have a valid Social Security number as well. Now, there's something else that I really like about this time, because if you file a tax return, if you file a joint return, and let's say one person has a valid Social Security number and the other one doesn't, they will give the person with the valid Social Security number the check. And if you have dependent kids who have valid Social Security numbers on that same return, you will get monies for those dependent on your tax return with valid Social Security numbers. So unlike the last check, if there is anybody on there without a valid Social Security number, with an I-10, let's say, nobody would get a check on the last CARES Act. But this time around, it makes it easier, guys, so that if you file a return and somebody has an I-10, not a valid Social Security number on there, you won't lose the stimulus check. You still get the money for the people who have the valid Social Security, and all depends who have a valid Social Security. All right, so that's very good news again. So I wanted you guys to keep in mind, more than anything else, that you have to make sure that you get your 2019 taxes on file, or make sure that you go to the non-filer, and you want to act very quickly, because they are starting to, the fourth point I want to make, they're going to start to try to get these checks out by next week. Within a week, they're going to try to get the checks out, because they know that they have to get moving this really, really fast. So by next week, they're going to start to get these checks out. Again, it's going to go to people who have their bank information. Direct deposit is going out the same way. You don't have to do anything. For those who does not have a bank information on their tax return, your check will be mailed. If for any reason you think that your address is incorrect on your taxes, or you moved and you want to make an address change, guys, please go to the IRS website and fill out a change of address form. If you have moved within the last 12 months and you want them to find you, go and fill out a change of address form, guys. Please make sure that you do this so you can get your money quickly, okay? So that's it for the people who will be qualified for the stimulus check 2. They have now, Congress have passed the bill, $900 billion. And I want to make sure I'll count down these points again. So you guys, if you have any question or any concern, you're trying to wonder if you're going to get a check. 1, the income level. Okay, income level. If you're single, $75,000. Over that, it will reduce. And after 87,000, you get none. This is on your adjusted gross income. All right. If you head of household, it's $112,500. One more time, married joint, $150,000. And of course, you must have filed a 2019 tax return or did the non-filer. Social Security, folks, don't do anything. Your check will come to you, direct deposit. Same way you get your Social Security money, and same way for the veterans. All right. So any questions, you guys, you feel free to give us a call here, PROBY'S Tax and Accounting at 323-290-9034, and or check out our website at probyststax.com. Leave your questions and comments below. Okay, you guys leave a question in the comments below, and we'll be glad to answer those. Right? Can you repeat the income levels? All right. So here's a question: can you repeat the income levels? If you are a single filer, guys, up to $75,000 of your adjusted gross income. If you're over $75,000 and under $87,000, you'll get a reduced amount of that $600. They'll reduce the $600 based on the amount of money you make over $75,000. After $87,000, you get no money as single filer, right? Head of household, the income level is $112,500 for head of household. If that's on your adjusted gross income, head of household, you will get a stimulus check. Anything over and above the $115,000 will get reduced. Same for married filing joint. Income level is $150,000. Anything over $150,000 to $174,000 will be reduced. After $174,000 for married joint, you do not get a check. All right. Hi, Charles. Thanks for jumping on. Hi, Dorla. Thanks for jumping on, guys. So that's the income level. Any other questions regarding that? Thanks for asking that question, Tico. I want to make sure that everybody gets the income level for the stimulus check. So that's the most important thing. And then as far as, thank you, great info. Thank you. And as far as the dependent is concerned, guys, again, it's $600. And I just want to repeat real quick because I love the fact that if there's someone on your tax return that doesn't have a valid Social Security, you don't lose it completely. You will still get the $600 for the people with the valid Social, right? So, all right. So one last point on that, guys, I want to let you know this is that they also ask the bank to not intercept your money, right? So from creditors, it should be safe. The bank will not take your money. Again, if you owe the IRS money, they will not take it. So this is really cool. I'm very excited that they're doing it this way so that, some people, they have issues with the bank or maybe they have a levy going to the bank. So they're asking the creditors to stay away from this money and the IRS will not take it. So hopefully your money will be safe once it gets to your bank account, okay? Hi, Eleanor. If your dependent turned 18 this year, will they still be qualified for stimulus check? No. They have to be under 17. Eleanor, they have to be under 17. Hi, Carla. What about the adult dependents? No, they're not giving any money to the adult dependents. No, initially in the bill, when they were asking for more than the $900 billion, they were trying to get money for every qualified dependent on your tax return, no matter what age they were. The adult dependent, they was trying to make sure that they get money for every dependent in your taxes. And this was when they were asking for $1,200 plus money for all the adult dependents. So they didn't approve that much money. And so with the amount that they did approve and allocated for the stimulus check, they had to cut everything down. So it's down to the qualified dependent under 17 and $600 as opposed to 12. All right. So that's question. Got it. Okay, thanks. All right. Okay, guys. So I'm glad to have these questions. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Dollar. Thanks for jumping in. All right. Let's see. So again, we want to make sure that you guys, in order to get your money, make sure to get your taxes filed or you do the non-filer, okay? And so you have to do that. They're going to try to send the checks out starting next week. If you don't get your check right away, don't be alarmed, because they're going to go again in the same order they did before. If you have a bank account, it's going to be deposited. If not, they will have to mail it to you. And if you moved, make sure they know you moved. Go online, fill out the change of address form, and make sure the IRS got your new address so that money can come to you. All right. So you guys, you put your question comments below. If you have any anything else about this matter, I want you guys to let us know and hit us up at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, and we'll be happy to help you out with this. Okay. So one last thing before I go. This is very important too for a whole lot of folks. There is the pandemic unemployment, and a part of this bill. I want to let you guys know, and this is serious, because at the end of December, that the pandemic unemployment runs out, and no one would be getting any unemployment check. So in this bill, thank goodness, in this bill, they are going to extend the unemployment for another 11 weeks. 11 weeks. They're going to extend the unemployment for another 11 weeks, guys. They reduced it to $300 per week in addition to whatever your state is giving you. But that's still not a bad amount. Of course, anything is really good. And so it's $300 per week for an additional 11 weeks. So that's also an excellent thing. Okay. Hi, Laverne. Hi, Laverne. Are these income? I didn't get it. Are these income? I'm not sure what the question is. If their income, it's the adjusted gross income, guys. Keep in mind the monies that you make, the adjusted gross income is a little different number. Are there these income? Oh, is the stimulus check income? Is that your question? Good question, guys. I think that this question here is the stimulus check income? No, the stimulus check is not income. It is not going to be taxable. You guys don't have to worry about claiming it on your tax return. Neither one of the stimulus check is income to you, okay? So don't worry about paying any taxes on it. It's not income. Thanks for the info. All right, guys. So I think that's it. Real quick, I want to thank you guys for jumping on here again. Hi, Sharice, Dre. How you doing? Hi, Inez. Thank you guys for jumping in. I want you guys to have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays from PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, from the staff of PROBY'S. We want to wish you guys a happy holidays. I want to thank the staff of PROBY'S for being so efficient this year, and all you great clients out there. Thank you guys for jumping on. We will be back with more update, and there's a lot to talk about. There's a whole lot in this $900 billion, and we want to talk about that sooner than later. And I'll be talking to the business about their PPP loans as well. All right. So you guys have a wonderful day. You guys take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Have a wonderful holiday and stay blessed. Stay safe. Listen to instructions. And we'll see you guys on the next live. All right. So be back here again. Thank you. Bye-bye.